Hey there, everybody. There we go. Can you hear me okay? Let me turn the music off because people were complaining about the music. I was trying it out, trying something different. I hope you all are having a great day where you are. It's a good day here.
Jack, what are you doing? It's Shark Week.
I'm glad you can hear me. Good things. Man, it's been an interesting couple of days. I'd like to thank Megan Fox and Tug. Let me turn the light on this. Megan Fox and Tug for highlighting our stream. They're great people. They do a lot of great work. I've been following Megan Fox. This whole thing with the Hales is when I started following her. But Tug, I've been following since. Let's see. I've been following him since the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, primarily on Twitter. Good morning, Tommy. Good morning, Joanna. Max Lab, welcome. Good to see all you folks. And I'll be doing. So I did some stuff. I saw Stupid Dave, is live right now. And I'm sure he's probably not happy because I've got copyright strikes against him. He only played a few seconds of my show, but he was warned. I told him, you can use all my comments that I post on Facebook. I don't care. He can use my comments anywhere. But I told him, do not use the video. These are copyrighted. Guess what? He was showing another guy's show who, where's he at? Psychobabble Rap. Yeah, right here. This dude. So that dude, again, I warn people on the line, don't videos. If you want to, I'll work out with you. I will work with you. But you can't be a piece of crap. And they just took my stuff. Same thing as you see right here. This is the two Lees in a pod. Let me just talk about them for a little bit because they've wanted to talk about me for the last couple shows, apparently. Look, I don't give a shit about these two. They need to keep my name out of their mouth. Like, if they really want to, like, they got a copyright strike here. If they really want to, they want to play this game, I can play this game. I can, and I don't think they're going to like it. I do have a question, Lisa. She's got some bass in her voice. She sounds like James Earl Jones. Are we sure she's a woman? Is she transitioning? I don't know. But yeah, I've had people sending me clips, people sending me the whole stream. I'm not going to watch their stream. I'm not giving them the views. But again, I told them directly. They were in the chat of my stream when I was talking the other day, and I told them all, do not use my videos. Do not use my videos. But they went and did it anyway, and now they got themselves a copyright strike. So this one, they wanted more info. I just emailed them back. That's why I'm on my computer this morning, and I was like, I'll go live, and I'll do some talk about this a bit because I got no problem talking. As you saw, I brought Bruce onto the show. I've got no problem talking. I'm a journalist. Talking is how you get to the truth. Debate is how you come up with better.
No, I'm simply saying that life.
It does. Debate is how we make ourselves better. We go over these problems and then we debate about them and we find solutions. So that's why I had no problem bringing Bruce on. Bruce wanted attention. I gave it to him. He did not like the attention that he got. Just like his client. It's like, sorry, Good morning, Tim. Tim, I believe it was you who sent me an email. There was an email that I got. I've been trying to reply to, and I'm having a problem with Proton Mail. So just bear with me. It was probably my phone app, because I really don't sit at this computer that often. Most times when I'm at the computer, I'll go live. He definitely doesn't look like any type of lawyer who's sitting in a lounge chair at his house. I mean, I am waiting for a lawsuit from him. He was that mad on their podcast from what people were telling me in the clip I saw. I'm waiting for a lawsuit, and I'm excited for it because, again, I'm here in California. That will be an anti-SLAPP countersuit. Anti-SLAPP countersuits are money. Veteran Nation, we are a nonprofit, and think of how many veterans I could help if I get a countersuit where I get money. And we know that money's not coming from Lynette. We know it's not coming from her. But guess what? If you bring frivolous lawsuits, even attorneys can be responsible. I've had people tell me they think I should because he had threatened me on the show, and I didn't catch it at the time. It was actually Megan Fox who was like, "Oh, he's threatening him." I was trying to pull something up when he was talking. I was listening to him, but I didn't hear where he referenced, like, where he said, "Oh, well, I could take someone like yourself to court." I didn't catch that, and I've got people who want me to do a bar complaint. Look, I'm not about keeping the drama going. As I've told my child, real men, end conflict. They don't create conflict. They don't exacerbate conflict. And however that needs to end is however it needs to end. As you guys know, I had a guy from Marine Corps Base 29 Palms, one of the directors, physically attacked me from behind. He got an ass whooping. I ended that conflict. I tried to avoid the guy because I knew he was going to do some stuff like that. So when he did that, I didn't even know he was there. I don't start conflict. But if you bring to me conflict, you're going to find either I'm going to insult you so bad to where you're going to end it, or if you want to bring it physical, it'll get physical. Or if you want to do it legally, it's all, you have the choice. I will meet you where you are, but I will end the conflict. Rest assured. The fraudulent lawsuit lawyer should be accountable for his actions. He will. He was very mad, especially when he heard your phone conversation, who it was with. I personally made a call as well. Something definitely needs to happen. Well, we have almost 850 signatures on the petition. They did report the petition. They couldn't get it taken down. All they could do is get Harley's name redacted. So, oh, well, you got the name redacted. Everyone knows who it's about and what it's about. And the thing is, the Attorney General is an elected official. She is up for re-election. So, sorry, I've got Conspiracy Kitty. He is laying right now on the desk, and he keeps hitting my keyboard. And every time I move the keyboard, he's getting so fat. He fills the container that you put him in. He just gets so fat that he sprawls out even more. Yeah, aren't you? You're a fat kitty. Fat kitty. It's because his buddy there was another cat in the house here, is no longer in the house, and I forgot to turn off the feeder, the automatic feeder it was up double, so he was eating twice as much food. So he's back on his normal diet. Yes, I'm willing to go on Tug or Megan Fox's live stream if they would have me. Same thing with DUI guy. I like all those people. Legal Vice, MG Law. Any of these guys want to talk to me? I'm here. I'll happily talk to them. Here's the thing: two Lees in a podcast. If they wanted to have me on, I would probably let them use my footage. But now, sorry, you've burned that bridge. You have burned that bridge. Yeah, the petition's been redacted. It's still up, though, and we're still getting signatures. And here's the thing. I can post to all types of social media, as well as you guys. Share that. We need to save Harley Grace. Whose email address? Are you talking about Tug and Megan Fox? I have traded emails with Megan Fox in the past about a story. Well, actually, about me being attacked. I wasn't sure if she. I was like, hey, if you want to see the video, I'll show it to you. Because I'm not. So okay, I'll give you guys an update into my situation about the attack. The TRO is gone. We went to court last week, and they were trying to delay again, and the judge was not having it. And I had a what I'll say, I had things for charges of contempt of court for one of the people protected by that TRO. But what they didn't realize is when the TRO got relaxed, because they kept asking for continuances. When it got relaxed, that made me a protected party. And guess what? They did something against me. I'm not going to talk about it publicly what they did, but they were getting contempt of court charges. And suddenly, when the judge was all ready to adjudicate everything, if they agree to drop everything, we'll agree to drop everything. He's like, yep, that's the way that works. So there's no TRO on me. I do have other things in the court that we will be handling. It's just a matter of time. All will be revealed. My lawyer was like, I was like, can I post this? Can I post this? And my lawyer's like, please don't. Just wait. Please just give me 2 months. I'm like, look, I've waited a year. I can wait longer, but I know I'm right. And right, when you're morally correct, you don't care. You don't care. And I'm sure that's how Jeremy feels. I found it funny when T. Lee said something about you being charged for false reporting. It was made in good faith. I said that in the thing. Yeah, charge me, bring it. I would love to get in front of a judge and tell that judge, I have a nonprofit. I witnessed things in a video I did not think was right, and I made a report to it. And guess what? I'm going higher. I'm going higher. And this is just to silence me. Anti-SLAPP. It's a law in Florida. It's a law here in California. When are people going to hold our government office held to a higher standard of law because they think they are above the law? Absolutely, Herbie. Absolutely. We have to hold our government accountable, and the first step to that is transparency. I see we got 123 people in here. If you guys could all please retweet. I appreciate the comments. The comments help. Do all that good stuff. In fact, I'm going right now into my Twitter. I'm going to retweet this out. Bye, kitty. He's got to walk. He could jump down, but no, he's got to step right on top of me. Right on top of me. Oh, that's awesome. For the people who've retweeted this already, thank you so much. 2 peas in a pod are putting a very one-sided, not putting out facts. I've seen. Yeah, I'm willing to have people on. But I've been following this story. Like I said, I was following March of 2023 about the corruption in Otter Creek, and I didn't really talk about it. I did one little thing in May of 2023, and then I was done. But all this stuff, like I thought the stuff with Lynette, I thought it was just hilarious how they were acting, and I was just commenting on Facebook about it. But then when she started going to court, I was like, okay. And that's when I really started talking about the court hearings. Anti-SLAPP has to be something newer. I've never heard what it is. It pretty much, they can't bring lawsuits to try to silence you. Anti-SLAPP, yeah, maybe I'll pull it up. Because a lot of these government agencies and corporations, they were bringing lawsuits to at least temporarily get people to shut up. And, that goes against the First Amendment. So they have, a lot of states now have anti-SLAPP laws. Here, let me pull it up. And pretty much is you take it to court, the judge looks at their case and very quickly decides if, here we go. Strategic lawsuit against public participation. pretty much they don't want people talking about something. So they do a lawsuit because at least temporarily you can give a gag order and stuff like that while things are going. Or people will be like, I can't talk about this because, there's stuff happening. Well, what happens is the SLAPP goes, the countersuit goes immediately in front of the judge. They look at the initial lawsuit, decide then if it has merit or not. If it doesn't, then it can be immediately dismissed. If it's not a slam dunk, they can say, okay, well, we're going to continue with this case, but the SLAPP lawsuit will apply if you lose. But it can bring a summary judgment in that initial case. But yeah, it's pretty much, and it's a way for them, if the judge dismisses their initial case, he can then immediately award damages, and a lot of damages at that, for the SLAPP lawsuits. Yeah. SLAPPs bring about the freedom of speech concerns due to their chilling effect, and are often difficult to filter out and penalize because the plaintiffs attempt to obfuscate their intent to censor, intimidate, or silence their critics. What is Lynette doing? I've actually been watching What the Hell's. Yeah, I started watching them with the Marilyn Raby. I did watch that they were getting the tweakers off their property. I was watching all that stuff, but I really started like making sure to watch the videos during the corruption stuff. Yeah, bringing more people into the lawsuit is going to end up really bad, really bad. And guess what? The attorneys can be sued for bringing these not good faith lawsuits. The attorneys can be sued because they're supposed to. While they have to defend their client and fight for their client, they also bring. Yeah, common feature of SLAPPs is forum shopping, where plaintiffs find courts that are more favorable towards the claims. Yep. Again, her taking Florida. Here's the thing, like Larry and Tat, they both are not in Florida. They've never been to Florida. You can't bring a lawsuit against them in Florida because they're not in Florida. You could do it in federal court because you're talking two different states, but they're not in Florida. Florida law does not apply to them. They're not there. They're out of the jurisdiction. I am in California. If they bring one against me, I am not in their jurisdiction. They have to file in California for a violation of California law. So guess what? If they file anywhere else, I'm going to do an anti-SLAPP. If they file in Florida against me, anti-SLAPP. And if you don't think I've got veterans groups, if you don't think I've got journalism groups who are willing to take my back, you're out of your mind. And here's the other thing. Here's what people don't know. Veteran Nation, this channel, it's only co-owned by me. I have a co-owner. I was asked to do this show. I was asked to create this channel. So you're not just trying to silence me, you're trying to silence someone else. And that someone else already has attorneys on retainer. Just saying. I'm just saying. Think about who would have attorneys on retainer. There are scammers and grifters in all walks of life. Their actions come back. Yep. Oh, absolutely. Elections for Levy County is out. Did Russ the Sauce's son lose? I saw he was losing. They were saying something about Megan. Why pick? They are stupid. Why pick fights with people who have a bigger platform? It's just like heckling a comedian. You don't heckle the guy with the microphone. You don't heckle them. You're just gonna lose. I've personally seen what happens when you do something against one of God's kids. That's a bad place to be. Yep. Your English is bad. I guess it shows your level of. Oh, you're talking to Lou. Okay. Here's the thing. Do you notice I don't really block the trolls? I got a couple things that are not allowed to be said here on the podcast, but that's not for me. That's for guests that I bring onto the show. But I've got no problem. The haters want to come in and troll as long as you're not attacking other people in the chat, I really don't care. I've got mods here. I bet those lawyers never told LP she'll be questioned about everything in her life, finances. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Patty Reed compared this to the Barbara Streisand lawsuit. Oh, definitely. This is definitely the Streisand effect. I was born in military brat, married military. I'm sick to death about what they did to Lloyd. Yeah, that's disgusting. That's elder abuse. And these people, they're taking her side. Like the guy is sick. Someone just commented on one of my things. How do you feel about fair use? Fair use is a great thing. You got to understand how fair use works. You've got to understand how it works. And I'm sure they're going to claim fair use. Okay. Goodbye to your monetization. Meeks did lose. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I saw he was down, but I saw it was close, and he could do a recount. U.S. veterans are the wrong people to mess with. Oh yeah, because I don't give a flying F. I get disability money. It's not going to be taken away from me. I earned it. The government has to pay me. Unlike Lynette's, who's on bullshit. See, that's the thing. There's a lot of people who don't understand VA disability. VA disability means the VA is responsible for any of my healthcare issues. Like I can still work a job. I can still, you take pictures of me and say, "Oh, he's disabled." Yeah, I've got health issues, but guess what? I can still ride my go-kart way off in the desert. My disability is not going to be affected, and I'm total and permanent. And I would love to help get Lloyd there. I think Lloyd definitely is a candidate. I think we can get him up to 80% if we can get a VSO working with him. Megan was going off the other night with Tug. Yeah, it was great. I was watching Tug a little bit last night. They were talking about me, but we went. I've got family in town. We went to dinner, so I was monitoring the chat. And I really thank them for shouting out this channel. I've gained almost 1,000 followers because of them. I realize that. So, thank you to them for shouting things out. But, it's not my goal. It was never my goal. I went on because it was breaking news. I didn't intend to have Bruce on. He jumped into the chat and I was, okay, yeah, come on. That's the thing. I'm not afraid to be like, yeah, come on the show. Come on the show. When I had that stolen valor investigator, that dude is gone by the wayside. He's still watching my stuff. I do know that. So thank you for the views, Tony. When he was watching, I knew that guy was a joke. Yeah, he's been published, but I sent a couple emails to salon.com and not the Daily Beast because, they're just a bunch of pieces of crap. But one other place, Politico. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be working with that guy anytime soon. Big places, if you're a freelance journalist, they don't like being dragged into lawsuits for your BS beefs on Twitter. Mike, if you review your video when they stole your video, one of the followers said in chat that she was recording your video. Yep. Oh, yeah. And trust me, in my email to YouTube, I noted that. Hey, I already exert my copyright in all of my social media. You'll see I have a statement that says all original media is copyrighted. And that's to protect me. And it's because I went through all these journalism classes. I've got my BS in journalism from Eastern Michigan. So I do know about copyright. And, if you don't have it stated, people can say, well, I didn't know. You go on the YouTube channel, it says all original media is copyrighted. It's literally in the description of this. You go onto my Facebook, onto my Twitter, onto my Instagram. All original media is copyrighted. Boom. Everyone knows. You want to use it? Reach out to me. It's not like most people, everyone can DM me. I've got a literal freaking phone number down here. You want to use it? Contact me. I'm reasonable. But If I tell you not to use it and you do it anyway, oh, you're completely screwed. Um, Hopefully you get in touch with Lloyd. So I have been in contact with people who are in Lloyd's circle. I do know that my phone number has been provided to him. If he wants to call me, he can call me. If uh, Here's the thing, he doesn't have to. He's a Lloyd is a smart guy. He was the commander of his AMVETs, so he knows all this stuff. And I'm sure what I said was relayed to him, that he should be up to 80% due to tinnitus, vertigo, probably migraines too, his hip. All that stuff is all service connected, because he told me, or he told all of us, he had hearing loss in the video. If you have hearing loss, you likely have tinnitus. Tinnitus causes vertigo. Vertigo causes falls. Falls cause broken hips. See how this works with the VA? Secondary conditions. That's how you get VA disability, like how you get it up there. Secondary conditions. Did you guys see that the VA is $8 billion short? They're saying that come 1 October, the new fiscal year, they're not going to be able to pay our disability. That's this current government. And here's the thing: they could pass something. They could pass something right now just to fund the VA, but they won't, because Republicans, Democrats, I don't care who, they both use veterans for political gains. And this is how they do it. They're holding up our disability, or saying they're going to hold up our disability, so that they can play politics with closing down the government, not having a budget, all that crap. And who gets hurt? Veterans. Veterans like Lloyd. I do okay. I'll be fine. LP would have made more money if she avoided all this by saying, let me sell you this property and I will move. Yeah, she could. How about just following the cease and desist? That's why I asked that to Bruce. But, oh, that's not legally binding. Oh, okay. It proves malice. The Hales are very good people, and these two nutjobs sold an opportunity for nothing. They wanted fame. She runs to the news. She wants attention. She wants fame. But she doesn't like it when it's not the attention she didn't expect. Former truck driver, no longer able to work. I lost everything, homeless because of my income. I can't afford a place to live. Are you a veteran, Herbie? My nonprofit can try to help you if you're a veteran, but I do have to stick to my mission. If you're not, I still will, depending on where you're at, if I have connections there, I'll try to get you in contact with other veterans, or I'll happily contact your congressman's office. Mike, you're aware Lloyd was chairman of the local veterans group. Yeah, he was commander of the AMVETs. But still, sometimes you're so close to a situation that you don't recognize all the ramifications. Deserve more. I live in the UK. You're straight talking, so refreshing. I appreciate it. For attention. Oh, yeah, she absolutely wanted attention. Hug Skipper, lots of love. Many blessings from Scotland, UK. Awesome. Thank you. I haven't been to Scotland yet. My next trip to the UK, that's where I want to go. I want to take a train up to either Glasgow, Edinburgh. I want to go to a distillery up there. Blessings. Did not hear about that. She opened up herself to have a look at all of her income. Oh, absolutely. Her phones, like everything. Every year they come up with something just before October. Isn't that interesting how they do that? My daughter is serving in the Army. Well, thank you for her service. Bruce's Minions, make sure you tell her about the show, especially if she's getting out, because if she wants advice about getting out and how to deal with the VA will eventually give you all of your benefits as long as you don't die or give up. Just remember that. Never give up. Keep fighting the VA. Bruce's Minions, they come on with him. They record, take screenshots. Yeah, they're a joke. There's also a report she called 911 again on Jeremy and everyone else. I will say this. If you guys, I did my copyright claims. If someone is using my videos, you don't need to, you can send it to me, but you can report them yourself. The only thing is, like, there are some people who reach out, like, Big and Tug. I follow them. They can, if I'm following them, they can absolutely use my videos without even asking me, because I'm following them because I like their content. So sorry, Herbie. My husband is a veteran truck driver. We lost our house that year, but at least we are in an apartment. Tonight's video is going to be interesting. She called the sheriff again. She's trashy. My son served in the Navy. Oh, thank you for his service. So make sure you tell him about our show. Hate Stolen Valor. If you ever heard of Michael William Kaiser, I may have seen it. I'm not a big Stolen Valor guy. I recognize these are mainly people with mental illness, and I do have some empathy for them, unless if they're trying to make money off it. My hometown is currently building Command Sergeant Major Bernie Atkins State Veterans Home in Enterprise, 90% completed. Awesome. Any of these veterans that you guys know, if they want to come on the show, I love talking with other veterans. We love having them as guests. Everyone has a story. Lloyd said that either he left his hearing aid in the house or he's having trouble keeping it charged. I asked, why not get new batteries? Apparently, they don't have removable batteries. Yeah, some of the new ones. She has a PPO against them, no C&D. I'm surprised they have gotten her from misuse of 911. Right. Edinburgh's fantastic. Go. I want to. I've been to the UK once. I went to a wedding outside of Birmingham. Some friends of mine were getting married. Beautiful place. The English countryside is great. Town is beautiful but expensive. Well, that's the UK. It can't be as bad as Switzerland. Switzerland, I was like, whew, $9 for a beer in a park. But I do love that you guys sell beer in parks. The U.S., hit or miss. She calls every time they do a live or video on them, but now since LawTube, it's gotten worse. Yeah, she's ridiculous. Someone please give Lynette the boot. My husband has been fighting his VA since 09. Almost there, thankfully. Good. Yeah, I started mine in 16, and only at the end of last year did I get my total and permanent. She has for years, left to serve. Hello, over from Tugs. Just want to say hello. Thank you, Auntie. Great to have you here. Hello from Woodhaven, Michigan. So I'll put you on the board. I'm trying to think where Woodhaven is. I have heard of it. Woodhaven. I'm from Toledo, Ohio, so I've been all around Michigan. LP and JC are only doing it for followers and money, and that's about all they care about. The Vengeance, yeah, they're just trying to make money off of it. I will say this: they have the right idea. I'd rather have the money than the fame. That's what Tupac said. Mental health needs to be addressed. What law enforcement waiting for? Yeah. Oh, she clearly has a problem. U.S. Army vet. Oh, yep. Thank you, Factum. You've been here before. I recognize you, Factum. This isn't going to be. There isn't going to be a new sheriff. Well, I believe there's a Democrat running. This was the Republican primary, correct? I could be wrong. Feel you about your videos, same way I feel about my photography. Glad I give permission. Oh, the other thing about this is just a close election, just a politician being challenged and putting it in jeopardy, and knowing that people are paying attention can be huge, very big. I tried to go in the 1980s, but I wasn't in a bind, filled up for SSDI, retired. Okay. Well, we still might be able to find you something. I just can't guarantee it. I do have veterans I know all over the country, so maybe we can. All from Wyoming, New York. I've only been to New York City only once, and that was for the Macy's parade. Came in, saw the parade, left. Fun time, though. Enterprise, Alabama. Do I have? No, I don't. I thought I had Enterprise. Man, this is going to be a long video. I want tip for any tips on starting. I'm a psychic medium. Tips for starting a YouTube channel. Don't pick up too much social media. That's what I did to start off with. And I would try Rumble or Discord or Twitch first, and then make YouTube like the next one because those are easier to monetize. But if you want to do on those and you send me your videos and want me to put them up here and tell people to go follow you there, I will happily do that. I will happily do. This channel is Veteran Nation. It's not Mike the Skipper. It's not about me. It's about veterans. And if you can do videos, about veterans, great. Skipper, I'm by Cherry Point, North Carolina. I'm sorry to hear that. My brother was at Lejeune. I'm joking. Outer Banks is beautiful. I just don't like Lejeune. I'm glad I was never stationed there. I was there for school twice, and that was enough. In fact, one of my good friends is now in charge of the school we were at. He's the commander of the school, and I do want to get out there and visit him. I hear it's changed a lot. Benefits don't just help the vet, it helps dependents too. Absolutely. And that's why don't give up even if the veteran dies, because if there's active stuff, you can still keep fighting. I'm from Belgium. My deepest respect and gratitude to all military of the U.S. Yeah, I want to get to Belgium. My kid really wants to see Normandy, and my brother wants to see Belleau Wood. So I said, well, if we do that, let's hit up Belgium so I can drink some Belgian beer. I love overseas. I drank Belgian beer and I liked it, but I've never been to Belgium. YouTube does encourage creators to ask permission to use others' content. Absolutely. Thank you, Skipper. Thank you. Good morning from New Zealand. Oh, Kiwis are here. Awesome. Welcome. I love my Kiwi friends. I've never been to Australia or New Zealand, but when I was overseas, I worked with a bunch of guys from both, and they were hilarious. But you guys are a funny crew. Canada watching? Nice. What part of Canada? Hello from Wilkes-Barre, PA. Wilkes-Barre. My mom is from Pennsylvania. In fact, the town she's from is on a lot of these ghost shows because it's a town called Crescent, Pennsylvania. It's near Altoona. And there's a sanatorium that's still standing. They do a lot of ghost investigations. And I have a great aunt who was put into that sanatorium for a while. So I've been there. I was a kid. The sanatorium's on one side, and there's a thing on the other side. I want to say it's a memorial to the Johnstown flood, I think. But we have been up there. I have seen the building. I was just like 9 years old, though, so I do want to go back. Kaiser is accused murder, failed in the military twice, claims 2 Purple Hearts, has a YouTube channel trashing others. Okay, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, the angry vet put me onto that guy. Yeah, what a piece of crap. Yeah, he's a frauditor hunter. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. F that guy. Judge Grudge on the new lawsuit. He is, but he will either have to dismiss the lawsuit or be removed. And I'm sure Jeremy and Larry will absolutely, if he refuses to recuse, I'm sure they will take it further. When my dad passed away, we offered our local veterans group pictures of World War I military times. They took a lot of memorabilia. They even had his flight book saved, Navy veteran. That's awesome. I've had someone. I've been looking at doing some business things out here, and we're a 501c3. But I have my separate business, and I'm kind of thinking about. There's only one military surplus place in town, but we get a lot of RVers out here, and Pensacola, Florida. I'm writing you down. My brother used to live there. In fact, we want to buy a beachfront home down there. Bar, Ontario. Okay, I'll get you. But yeah, I found this out. Bass Pro Shops is officially listed as a museum, and they don't pay taxes on property. And I was like, oh, if I bought property under Veteran Nation, but then rented to the business, I don't have to pay property tax through the business. Like I can get a lower rent as long as I put up a museum with Veteran Nation. It's an idea. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but it is an idea. And, there's a lot of veterans here. I have connections to the guys from the USS Liberty. I am trying to get our local cemetery here designated as a federal a national veteran cemetery, and put up a memorial to the USS Liberty, which go check out the videos that I've got on my playlist on the USS Liberty. Such a tragic thing that happened to them. They were torpedoed by Israel, we believe they were trying to pull them into the 6-Day War. Judge Craig can't officiate as there's conflict of interest. Absolutely. Oh, Rochester, New York. Welcome. Brother Weeze is up in Rochester on the radio. I was a big Opie and Anthony fan. That's how I know about Brother Weeze. Very nice area, Mike. Lots of military. Skipper, I feel you've been going to get change for a long time, but have had a lot of speed bumps along the way. I feel the government has been trying to stop you. Yeah, they do. But that's okay. I'm a veteran. Veterans, we don't stop. Warren, Michigan. Okay, I used to have to go up to the National Guard base up there near Warren. Beautiful area. I do like ice fishing. I always wanted to ice fish up there, but I haven't. Yeah, the government, if you can bring transparency, it makes corruption so much harder. Because once people see the wrongdoing, just like Jeremy, him bringing those FOIA requests and then lawsuits, it brought transparency, and you saw it brought change. That's what happens. There's a process to it. Museum of Grid Squares, past and present. Well, out here where I am, this is actually where the Third Army was trained before they went to North Africa. So, like 29 Palms, the base used to be the Army glider base, and there's other like Desert Center and Camp Copper Mountain. I'm trying to think. There were all these other little bases out here. So there is military history out here. Most people don't know what the west coast of Florida was used as a bombing field. They used bags instead of bombs. Yeah. Mike, I'm in the middle of two Air Force people who respect active duty as well as our retired personnel. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. The Deuce sent 2 fleas a letter last night. He wrote to YouTube regarding you calling CPS. Okay, well, YouTube doesn't care. YouTube's like, there's a video. Okay. Ooh, you can't say this. Shut up. First Amendment, dude. How does being buried at Arlington work? I always see it as such an honor. My dad could have been buried there. You have to, there's criteria about serving in different stuff. Have you ever been to Dragon Men's here in Colorado? No, I've never been to Colorado. I do have a good friend in Colorado, but I do need to go. Yuma, Colorado. Okay, I'll put that. Yuma, Colorado. I've been to Yuma, Arizona, and been to Los Algodones, Mexico, which is right across the border. Only place where you can stand and in Mexico and have the United States on 3 sides of you. Very smart idea to save on property taxes. Veterans could donate their gear or documents. And also that if I were to do something like that, I might be able to help more veterans. With a nonprofit, funding is always the hardest part. And, I'm not funded right now. But when I get money in, I give it out as fast as I do. But if I can get like a way to long-term make decent money to help veterans, and if I have my business paying rent to the nonprofit, that's one way to do that. Same thing if I were to buy a big enough place and have other businesses in there. Deuce wrote a letter to YouTube to have your channel. Good luck on them. Because again, that just is proof of anti-SLAPP, Bruce. So keep it up. Keep it up, dude. I wasn't gonna make a complaint against his license, but being that he did that, I'll be talking. A good friend of mine is a lawyer and a law professor. I will be talking to him today based upon that. Was that on 2 Lees in a podcast? Because I will get the footage of that for use in court. In fact, if someone can go get it and screenshot it and send it to me, I'll use that. By the way, the fake fundraiser Bruce made under Landon's name has been shut down by GoFundMe. I did see that. Some people sent that to me last night. There's a lot of corruption in county in Georgia, Meriwether. That sounds familiar. Was Honor Your Oath investigations in Meriwether, Georgia? I think either he or New Hampshire Press now did a audit there, I believe. I'll do stories on it if we can get more information. I will do stories on me and TC. TC also has his own channel at Robe Regiment, Minnesota Black Robe Regiment here on YouTube. Subscribe to him. We both fight corruption. Same thing with the Angry Vet, AVA, Veterans Affair Media. All of us, we're all veterans who fight corruption, and we're organizing. We are doing a 501c3 to be organized. My dad was stationed in California before he went to Africa, played sports there during his downtime. I am talking to the Palm Springs American Legion to see if they'll let me do a video there, because they have some. It's the old USO, and Bob Hope and Jack Benny used to do their radio show from that American Legion, like the studios there. Bruce is going to get himself in trouble for harassing, intimidation online. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. This is harassment now. If he's sending letters to try to get me shut down, he's trying to deny me my constitutional right. Not a vet myself. I never got the honor to serve, but I thank all you vets. Well, thank you for being worth serving. How does he do that, Marine Girl? Thank you for your support. Jeremy is. Oh, we have what the hell's in here. Jeremy, George, whoever that is, thank you. We love you. I am from Ohio as well, which is how I started following you guys of your escapades in Worcester. I'm from Toledo, though. Interesting thing about me, I worked for the University of Toledo. When I was a student there, I was an equipment manager. So if you go back and look at like the MAC championship there, you'll see me standing right next to the head coach, Gary Pinkel, at the time. But the cool thing about it is our outside linebackers coach, Matt Eberflus, is now the head coach of the Chicago Bears. Our offensive coordinator ended up becoming the coach of Wyoming, and he just retired. He's doing speaking, and I think he's doing a book. I'm gonna try to get him on the show. Really nice guy, and one of our players is now the offensive coordinator at Utah, and I'm gonna try to get up there and see if he'll let me do a tour of their facilities. If they'll let me record, I'll do it for the show too. Yeah, just I was involved with football for many years, and saw a lot of good people who are now on to doing great things, and very proud of them. Praying for you, Jeremy and George, everything that lives in Otter Creek, for this chaos to stop. Yep. I have a buddy in Florida with a bulldozer willing to loan it out. My husband is a plank owner on the USS Theodore Roosevelt. Hey, just so you guys know, we have there's a veteran at his YouTube is at Katie7. He sometimes jumps his name. He's a veteran, a Navy veteran. He has some health issues. He needs a motor scooter. If have one of those little mobility scooters. He's a large guy, so he needs a hefty duty one. If you find one used or know of one used, reach out to me, Veterination at Proton Mail, and I will happily negotiate with you if you are willing to do a discounted price, so we can get that to Eric. He lives down in outside of Austin, Texas. I'm breaking up. Can you hear me okay? It could be this microphone. But yeah, I apologize. So yeah, we're trying to get Eric a mobility scooter. So if you have one used, or if you know of someone that has one used, I'd like to get it to him. He's a great veteran. Oh, here he is. Yeah, he's here. Eric, yeah, you can see KD7LTN. That's his YouTube channel. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. He also has a Discord. He can post the link if he wants to. But he's got a GoFundMe up. So if you want to donate to his GoFundMe, but we're just trying to get him a mobility scooter. But feel free to reach out to me. I did see the hover chair. I got to send that to Eric and see if that'll work. So I did have a follower who sent me a picture of the hover chair. What is the weight limit? I think 300 pounds. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know about these things. But, that's the thing. a lot of you guys who found the channel over the drama, we can turn all this into a good thing, help veterans, help people like Lloyd. You're from the high desert, California? I live in the high desert. I'm in 29 Palms. Yeah, we can turn all this into good stuff. We can help Lloyd. We can help save Harley. We can help people like Eric. Oh, that's right. It's a give, send, go that you have. Which everyone, I'm going to put a link to the petition into the chat here so you guys can. Where is? So that way you guys can sign the petition to save Harley. I'll pull it up here in a second. Oh, 400 plus pounds. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because he's gained some weight with his health issues. He can't move around the way he used to. But the good thing about Eric, he is an ordained minister. He does a lot of stuff with veterans. We had a phone call yesterday. Super nice guy. And a big supporter of the show. And if you guys, well, you guys can do super chats if you're on YouTube. We have veterannationfoundation.com. Go buy yourself a shirt, get yourself a coffee mug. That way, YouTube and those people aren't getting their cut. You get something back. But you know, a portion of that money is going to come back to us, and we can help veterans. So, you know, we are trying to eventually get this whole thing funded one day. You know, this is Rome was not built in a day. We've been working on this nonprofit for less than a year, but I've been doing the show for 4. So, you know, and a lot of time I was mainly focusing on Facebook. I wasn't focusing on YouTube, but that's because I had 2 networks backing me. Skipper contact the channel called Mike, the scavenger. He is in Houston. He finds those scooters. It's not a light scooter. Yeah. Okay. I'll reach out to him. Believe it or not, Jeremy Hales is like the only storage guy that I follow. I'm not really into a lot of the storage stuff. Like I said, I came to their channel by the whole thing in Worcester, and I was like, oh, Worcester, I know this town. I've been through there. I've got friends who live there. And, you know, that's where I became a subscriber, casual watcher. But with the corruption, that's where I really started taking notice. My email address is veterannation@protonmail.com. Do I not have it? I'll put it in the captions. Hold on here. Here we go. I thought I had it in the captions. veterannation@protonmail.com. protonmail.com. Mike the Scavenger does metal. Okay. Oh, Richmond, Kentucky. Okay. I'll add you to the map. I've never been to Richmond, Kentucky. I've been through Kentucky many times. Beautiful state. I love West Virginia too. I might retire to West Virginia. I got to retire someplace scenic. You have it as it's your Twitter, not listed as your actual email address. Okay. Well, on my Twitter, I do have my link tree. So people can, I try to give things where people can, and you can always DM me. Facebook, Facebook's the hardest one to DM me. Twitter, very easy. You can actually call me on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you can actually give me a phone call. You don't have to like get my number or anything. Like Twitter now allows for phone calls. It's great. I've used it a couple times. But did it not show up? Captions. Here, let me get rid of the ticker for a second and then put it up. No, it didn't take. What's going on here? At Proton Mile. Save. Where did my ticker go? There we go. Failed request. Okay, I'm having some type of issue. I'll put it in there. Oh, Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. That's a beautiful town. I'm trying to get all your guys' thing. Let's see. We got Rockport, Texas. I might have to have you guys just DM me these later. There's so many of them. Port Dover, Ontario to Erie, PA. Port Dover, ONT, Erie. There is, okay, because you said Ontario, some of you guys may watch the show Schitt's Creek. Funny show, very funny show. But here in 29 Palms, we've got some local entrepreneurs. We got some local entrepreneurs who they've got their businesses and stuff going. And they put up the sign, the same sign from Schitt's Creek, where it's the guy and the woman's bent over in front of them. It looks like they're having sex. And so they put it up, and it's a funny thing. Well, people started complaining out here. So it doesn't go against code. So they made them take it down. But what I love is these people, they're just like me. They don't give up. Like, you go after them, they're just going to go right. You're just going to make them do it even more. So what they're going to do is they're going to mount this sign onto a truck, which is legally going to be able to park there. They don't need any permits for a truck. So it's hilarious. But yeah, it's like this whole big thing. That and Kanye West just bought a place in my town. A lot of celebrities like to come out here because it's so remote, and it's still near LA, so you can fly back and forth. So all of his cyber trucks are out here, and people are seeing Kanye go around. I got my family in town. My mom was so mad. She's seen his car, but the one day that he was eating at the Thai restaurant here, and she loves Kanye, so she wanted to see him. I do have to get off here. I've got stuff I've got to get going to this morning. But yeah, if you see anyone using my content, please let me know. I've got all my copyright stuff up, and they should be asking me. I make it very easy for people to get in touch with me, so there should be no reason to not get in touch with me. But if you guys do, if Tug, I don't know if I'll be able to see Tug or Megan Fox or Larry Farman, if they're going live or something. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it today. Hopefully I can, but give them my love. Jeremy and George, we love you guys. So yeah, I thank them so much for their support. I know 29 Palms area well. Was a civilian fighter at Edwards Air Force Base for 20 plus years. I'm good friends with a couple of our former fire chiefs, and so you might know them. I'm on Facebook. Hit me up, Max Lab. Good morning, Mercedes. Jeremy Hales. I can't see what you wrote. It's cleared out for me. See your guys' stuff. So I'm gonna get going. I'll let you guys know about all these copyright strikes that I've done against these people who are just dumb. The only one I'll say, I did the one against Stupid Dave. He only used a couple seconds of it, and he did say, "I've been warned." So that one is not a big deal for me, but he was warned. He should have been more careful with what he was doing. Babel, whatever that guy's name, Papa Babel, or whatever whose video he was showing, F that guy. That guy came into my chat and was saying some really crazy stuff. F that guy. Don't know about the other states, but Maryland Department of Aging provides free durable medical equipment for Marylanders. Well, Massachusetts has a pretty good medical system. I will say that. So hopefully Lloyd will get all the care that he needs, but we definitely need to get him more VA disability. I watched the Tug video covering your life. I appreciate that. Definitely subscribe to Tug and Megan Fox. They're great people. I'm following them all on Twitter. That's where I found them. Almost all of them. Megan Fox is the only one. DUI guy I found on Twitter. Tug I found on Twitter. Jeremy and Megan I found on YouTube. And Megan I found because of the Jeremy Hale stuff. But all right, folks, I'm going to be getting going. Let me know if there's any of the veterans you know. I'll have them as guests on the show. If there's any veterans or anything we should be helping with, but also please sign the Harley Grace Change.org petition. I believe I changed it to, I've got a link to it. It's change.org/ hold on here. Where's the custom link? Come on. It doesn't always work. Change.org/HG petition, hotel golf petition. So go sign that. I will be doing the letter to the Attorney General later on today. And I don't know if I'll get that in the mail this week, but I will be sending it certified mail. I am going to send a copy to Levy County Department of Children and Family Services. I may even add the governor to that. I may also add Florida FBI, all certified mail. I send stuff certified mail, so then I can prove that they got it. So if this keeps happening and someone else gets hurt on that property, we prove that they knew. They've been told. And if the government didn't do its due diligence, it's on them. They are responsible. So, folks, thank you. Yes, please keep singing it everywhere. That's what I love to do. I love to sing. Maybe one night I'll do a karaoke thing. But you all, thank you. Love you guys all. Thank you so much for supporting. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.